There are countless amounts of swing thoughts we can think about during our golf swing, but what is it that is the secret move for actually allowing us to transition from the backswing into the downswing, and what are the best players in the world doing so that they can contact the ball first and the ground after more consistently? In this video today, we're going to talk exactly about how to start the downswing, the common misconceptions about what is actually happening when we try to transition our weight forward, and a nice and simple drill for you to actually action this change into your golf swing so that you can start to hit the ball more consistently and more towards your target. So let's get stuck in. A lot of the times on my lesson tee, I start to see people trying to rotate from the top to start the downswing. However, from measuring the best players in the world, we actually start to get a sense of what they're doing and what their success is leaving us as clues. So what actually happens in the downswing is, funnily enough, the downswing is happening even before we've finished the backswing. And so when the lead arm gets parallel to the ground, that is when the best players in the world are actually starting to transition their weight into that lead side. So when they swing and their club reaches this point here, they're starting to shift their weight more into that lead side. And what that does is it essentially allows this club to land in front of the golf ball so that we can hit the ball first and then the ground after. If we're not shifting our weight early enough, we have a big tendency to then land the club too far behind the golf ball, and that's where we don't get such great contact. And so all the people that I see who are landing the club too far back behind, a lot of times they're not shifting their weight more into that front side enough so that they can give themselves the best chance of hitting the ball first and ground after. And like I said before, the most common thing I see is people trying to rotate from the top. But if I just stand in this position here and I just rotate my chest around in that direction there, you can see that my hands are going to work significantly out in that direction there. Going to make it more likely that I'm going to cut across the golf ball, or we're going to tilt back and out of it, which will move our chest more in this direction here, which will incentivize our club to land too far behind, but it's our only way to try to get this club back on plane when we're coming into impact. And so for most golfers, I don't want to see the chest rotating early. Instead, I want to see some shifting, but early. I want it late in the backswing to start to shift. As we shift, we're going to be applying some force into the ground, so we're going to see that that lead knee is flexing a bit more, and that's going to allow us to then extend up and generate good speed but also good contact. And so a good way to feel this would be to grab your glove and you're just going to place it underneath your front foot. When you swing up to where your lead arm gets to parallel with the ground in the backswing, that's when we're starting to apply some pressure into that glove and forcing some weight into it. So then by the time we reach the downswing, we've already got our weight and we're starting to move forward of that golf ball, trying to get everything more in front so that we can land the club at the ball and then hit the ground after. And so when you try that concept, it's going to feel very foreign to you. It's not something that is going to be easily manageable to be able to incorporate into your game without any type of drill. And so that's exactly what we're going to do now. We're going to talk about the exact drill that's going to give you that weight shift that we're talking about, where we can early shift it into the downswing. It's going to give us the best chance to get in front of the golf ball and then compress it more consistently. And so what we're going to do, we're going to set up to our golf ball and we're going to place the front foot closer to that trail foot, that right foot. As we swing back to this point here in the golf swing, I want you to step forward with your front foot, continue to swing back slightly, and then swing through from there. When you make a swing, it should look something like this. It's super important for this drill for us to step early enough to get that weight moving forward. The tendency will be to step too late, but the more you practice, the better you'll get at that. If you try that drill and you still have a really hard time trying to get your weight shifting forward or actually compress that golf ball cleanly, I would love to see your golf swing and give you one-on-one coaching that is personalized for you and give you the exact drills that you need to work on to improve your game. So I'm going to link that down below in the description, which will give you a complete voiceover analysis of your golf swing, and then also incorporate 2 practical drills that you can use out on the golf course and on the practice range to encourage you to improve your impact position so that we can get more consistent contact and lower your scores for good. And so when you're practicing, what I want us to try to do is 2 of these step drills and then 1 normal swing. We're going to incorporate that drill so that we can actually have it more into our full swing as well. So if we have 15 golf balls. I want you to do 5 sets of 3 balls. The first set, we're going to have 2 step drills and 1 normal. And then for every set moving forward, we're going to do the exact same thing to start with. Don't worry if it feels weird, that is completely normal, but the more that we can try to improve this weight shift, the more likely we're going to have a better impact position. And so just to recap, the best players in the world are starting to shift their weight when the lead arm is parallel with the ground. So they're starting to see the shift happening very early compared to amateur golfers. And the most common thing that I'm seeing people start their downswing is by rotating their chest. And all that does is just get everything too far out in front of us, which makes it very hard to strike the ball cleanly and control the curve on our shots as well. And so the simplest and easiest drill that we can do to try to improve our weight shift and actually start the downswing like the Tour Pros is by setting up normal, but bringing that front foot a bit closer to that back foot. And then when we swing back almost at halfway, that's when we're going to step forward. And you can see that that's going to shift my weight automatically without us trying to force it. And anything we can do naturally is just going to make it a lot easier for us to incorporate into our actual golf swing. So once we get to there, we're going to step forward and then swing through from there. I hope that's given you a bit of clarity as to what is actually happening from the backswing into the downswing and what the best players are doing. If you've enjoyed this video, you're probably going to enjoy this one here as well. And because you've made it all the way to the end, if you click the link below, I'm going to send you a free 45-minute practice session guide that will give you the exact tools and exact drills to work on while you're practicing your game so that you can get the most out of your time. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.